Look closely at this photo of a young man with messy hair and buck teeth. He looks like a clumsy teenager off a farm, but in the late 1800s, this face was the face of death. His name was William H. Bonney, also known as Henry McCarty. The world knows him simply as Billy the Kid. Legend says he killed 21 men, one for every year of his life. He was an outlaw, a cattle rustler, and a fugitive. To the poor Mexicans of New Mexico, he was a hero. Some called him a Robin Hood fighting corrupt politicians. Billy could shoot a man dead, then charm a room full of ladies in the same hour. But how did a homeless orphan become the most famous outlaw in American history? And what happened on that night in Fort Sumner when the law caught up with him? Billy was born into poverty in New York City. He moved west with his mother at a young age. Tragedy struck when his mother died of tuberculosis. Billy was just 14 years old and completely alone. Life in the Wild West was harsh and lawless. He had to survive by any means necessary. His early crimes were minor stealing butter and clothes. At 15, he was arrested for stealing laundry as a prank. The sheriff locked him up, unaware he was dealing with a future escape artist. Billy climbed the jailhouse chimney and escaped. Now a fugitive, he fled to Arizona. In Arizona, the boy began to become a man. Here he killed his first man, a local bully named Windy Cahill. Cahill had pinned him to the ground and slapped him. Billy panicked and pulled a pistol, shooting him in the gut. He ran again, heading back to New Mexico. He sought work but unknowingly rode straight into a war. In 1877, Lincoln County, New Mexico, was the most dangerous place on earth. It was controlled by a corrupt group of businessmen called the House. Lawrence Murphy and James Dolan ran the law, the prices, and the cattle. John Tunstall, a wealthy Englishman, challenged the House. Tunstall needed bodyguards and hired young men, including Billy. Tunstall treated Billy with respect and gave him work. He even bought Billy a new gun. On February 18, 1878, a posse sent by Sheriff Brady murdered Tunstall. Billy was devastated. The man who cared for him was gone. Grief turned into rage. Billy and fellow cowboys formed a vigilante group called the Regulators. Their mission was revenge, not justice. The Regulators hunted down Tunstall's killers one by one. They even ambushed and killed Sheriff Brady in broad daylight. Billy became a cop killer. The war reached its peak during the Battle of Lincoln. The U.S. Army surrounded the Regulators in a burning house. Billy miraculously escaped the flames with guns blazing. From that moment he became famous. Newspapers exaggerated his kills, portraying him as a supernatural gunman. The law was closing in. Governor Lew Wallace appointed Pat Garrett to hunt him down. Garrett had been Billy's friend, drinking and gambling together. Now Garrett wore the badge. He knew exactly how Billy thought. In December 1880, Garrett trapped Billy in a stone hut at Stinking Springs. After a siege, a starving Billy surrendered. He was put on trial and sentenced to hang. The judge told him, "You will hang by the neck until you are dead, dead, dead." Billy replied, "And you can go to hell, hell, hell." He was locked in the Lincoln County Courthouse, top floor. Deputies Bell and Ollinger guarded him 24/7. On April 28, 1881, Deputy Ollinger went for lunch. Billy was left alone with Deputy Bell. He asked to use the outhouse. On the way back, he slipped a hand from the cuff. Some say a gun had been hidden for him. Billy smashed Deputy Bell over the head and shot him. Ollinger ran back, seeing Billy at the window. Billy held Ollinger's double-barreled shotgun. He smiled and said, "Hello, Bob." Boom, he killed Ollinger. Billy took an axe, cut his leg chains, stole a horse, and rode away. It was the most daring jailbreak in Western history. Billy could have fled to Mexico, but he stayed in New Mexico. Some say it was for love. Polita Maxwell. On July 14, 1881, Garrett got a tip Billy was hiding at the Maxwell Ranch. It was around midnight. Garrett sat in a dark bedroom talking to Pete Maxwell. A shadowy figure entered, holding a butcher knife. The figure raised a pistol, unaware Garrett was there. Garrett recognized the voice and fired twice. The first bullet hit Billy in the heart. Billy the Kid fell, dead at age 21. He was buried the next day. Rumors quickly spread. Did Garrett really kill him? Some claimed he had escaped and lived in hiding. Historians now believe Billy killed 8 or 9 men, not 21. But legends do not need facts. Billy became the symbol of the Wild West. Reckless, fearless, and free. A criminal to some, a hero to others. He fought corrupt sheriffs and greedy politicians. His escapes and shootouts became legendary tales. The ghost of the laughing boy with a 6-shooter rides on. Billy the Kid remains one of the most unforgettable figures of the American West.